Hello and welcome back to another Firestorm Games unboxing. In this video we'll be taking a look at Games Workshop's latest release, which is of course the Vulkite Berzerkers. So on the front of the box here we have some of the assembled miniatures and some painted ones up there as well. You can see them all there with the giant mohawks and axes as well. Just flipping the box over we can see some more examples of the assembled miniatures, and we also get to see some of the options that we get in here. So we get the fire steel hand axes and also the bladed sling shield, and also the fire steel wall pick as well. In addition to that, we also get a suggested paint scheme just down the corner here, so we've got some of the items that you can use to paint this miniature. So that's the box. Let's open this up and take a look at the contents inside. So inside the box we get, first of all, 10 32mm bases, which is a fairly standard size now for the Age of Sigmar miniatures. We also get an instruction manual here, and this tells you how you can assemble your Vulkite Berzerkers as either using the fire steel hand axes or the war picks and the sling shields. So opening this up we can see that all the components are nicely numbered there, which makes it a lot easier to find everything when you're actually kind of looking on the sprues. We also get some nice easy diagrams to follow, shows you exactly what you need to do in order to assemble the miniature. On the back page here we also have a brief stat line and some special abilities for the Vulkite Berzerkers, just in case you don't have access to the white dwarf in which these were printed in. So moving on, we have some of the sprues. Now this set comes with 3 unique sprues, and I'll be looking at all of these individually, and I'll be zooming in to get a closer look at the components. So here we have the first sprue, and as you can see this one contains all of the giant mohawks that these berserkers have, and you can see there that all the kind of nicely detailed in there in all the different hair strands. We also get an example of one of the bodies as well. Now as you can see these come as pretty much one entire piece. The only thing you need to do is to glue on the hands and the head, and there's also the kind of the midsection there. You can see the belt guard there as well. We also get a few extra items dotted about the sprue, such as the throwing axe there. We also get some of these keys as well, just kind of dotted about. So the next sprue features some of the war picks, and you can see them there, very kind of stark, strong, almost like draconian in their kind of stylings. We also get a few of the sling shields as well. These feature these nice ornate designs, very much kind of like almost dragon-esque in their stylings, and all of these weapons and items come featured adorned with these kind of runic symbols as well. And we also get this giant war horn as well that you can equip one of your dwarves with, and this leads us to the final sprue. So this brings us to the final sprue, and this one features all of the heads along with the beards and a few more of the bodies as well. Now as you can see on the beards here, that each of these sculpts is unique, and we get obviously 6 of these in a set, so you actually end up with a few spare ones you can chop and change with. And each one's got different styling, so we've got different braids here and different kind of more of a looser beard there as well. So as with the mohawks, the actual strands are all nicely defined and picked out, as you can see there. Now we've also got the hand axes on here, and each one of these is also a unique sculpt along there, and they feature like runic designs and also this kind of nice flaming design at the top there as well. So now we've looked at all the components, let's assemble the miniatures and take a look at that. So here we have the assembled miniature. Now it's very easy and simple to assemble. There wasn't really much in the way of mold lines on the edges to remove. It was quite easy just to kind of remove them with a hobby knife. In terms of actual components, it's quite small. This miniature itself consisted of mainly the body, the kind of tabard on the front, the head, the crest, and the 2 arms were separate as well. Now in the kit there is a good range of different poses, however there isn't really much you can do from a dynamic standpoint. You pretty much get the arms in a fixed position. You can adjust the kind of the positioning of the wrist slightly, but that's really about it. So I should also probably point out the fact that this miniature is probably going to be really easy to magnetize as well, because the hand axes join to the body around about the wrist section, so you've got a kind of a flat surface on the cuff. You can stick a magnet in and you can swap them out quite easily between the war picks and the fire axes. So now that we've looked at the assembled miniature, let's zoom out and get an overall summary for this kit. So that concludes our look at the Vulkite Berzerker Fyreslayers from Games Workshop. Now, these kind of miniatures have been polarising the community since they were kind of officially announced. Some people really like their design, some people really dislike them. Personally, I'm a big fan of it. They kind of remind me of Vultan and the Hawkmen from Flash Gordon, and it's kind of that kind of style combined with the typical Berserker style that we're used to from Warhammer Fantasy. It's a little bit, some people have also said it's a little bit over the top. I think it really works for these guys, especially given their background. They are mercenaries who just kind of want to go out and kill things and get paid for it, so it really kind of fits that aesthetic. So overall as well, the miniatures are really nicely sculpted, as I've already mentioned. It's also quite typical for Games Workshop stuff as well. So what you can do is, if you want to pick up a set of these yourself, you can head on over to the Firestorm Games web store, which I'll pop a link for in the description. Now, normally the recommended retail price of these guys is £35. However, you can actually pick them up on the Firestorm Games web store for $29.75. And you can pick them up along with your Hearthguard and Brewmaster as well. So if you enjoyed this unboxing and would like to see us do more, please let us know in the comments below which kind of gaming systems you would like to cover. It can be more Warhammer Games Workshop stuff, or it can be any other gaming system as well. So until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.